is shown 3 or 4 different kinds of proof, is told a couple of things, and he's like, okay. But Richard's like, dude, no, it was just a trick. And Sanderholt's like, oh, thank God. Yeah, no, I'm good. And of course she wants to believe that it was all just a trick and Kahlan's fine, but she just, man, she really takes the bait there.
Yeah,
not that it's bait. Again, just
zero
she
evidence.
goes right for it. Yeah.
And yeah, he sounds like somebody who could be put in a loony bin. Like, he thinks that his love is dead, and he comes back in and be like, no, man, it's a whole conspiracy theory. They didn't actually kill her, man. She's fine. She's fine. I just got ants all over me.
She's not actually dead. See, we met in the underworld, and we banged, so it's fine, and she loves me. And Sanderholt's like, yeah, okay, what was the number to the...
Oh, and the Great Wizard, the first wizard that everybody knows about, that's my grandpa.
Yeah, sure.
No,
George Washington was my uncle.
Yeah.
So
I feel like most people will be a lot harder to convince than that. But Sanderholt apparently really wants it to be true. So
right on
she's
board.
Like, yeah. Richard takes his soup outside, literally not worried at all about anybody finding those bodies he killed or the blood probably still all over him. Just enjoying the day. The sunshine is great. He starts watching a gargoyle on top of the palace, eventually noticing it take a breath. And he's like, that's fucking weird.
Weird? Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know. I grew up watching Nickelodeon, and you know what? Maybe that was Disney. Was it Disney?
It's on Disney Plus now, so...
Well, I'm thinking of the cartoon Gargoyles.
I know.
They were fucking awesome.
Yeah, they were. You can watch it right now.
Yeah, you should. Required watching, if you ask me, for any preteen boy.
Yes.
But, like, so I've always had a little... I don't know if you'd call it a fantasy or like you want to catch one alive. The gargoyles that are on the churches and shit in I want to say maybe France.
Yeah,
Notre Dame. Yeah. So like those are badass.
Yeah,
and they're iconic. And like, how cool would it be if they were alive?
Yeah, and hunchbacks are hilarious.
Yeah, well, yeah, and they're funny. So there you go. But like, so Richard sees this thing maybe move, and he's like, okay, weird. And then he sees it take a breath, and he's like, you're fucking alive! And he has the same reaction I would. Now, granted, he knows it's Scratch.
Immediately.
Right, he can recognize him. I wouldn't know a gargoyle by name, but I would probably still be like, yay, I found one! You know, before you probably kill me.
Yeah, maul me to death.
Yeah.
Well, Richard immediately starts yelling Gratch's name and holds his arms out, asking Gratch to forgive him and saying that he misses him. The gargoyle leaps down, glides towards him, and lands a little ways away. It is Gratch. Richard tells him that he didn't mean what he said. He begs forgiveness and says, Richard loves Gratch. I start to sob again. And Gratch responds, Gratch love Richard. And it's just... oh.
It got you right now.
It's the sweetest thing ever. This is what really I wanted from the moment that Gretch left. He deserved this. And yeah, he runs into Richard's arms and they have a long hug and it was beautiful.
There would have been a serious problem with this book in Jade's eyes had Gretch not come back for this, like, reunion with Richard.
Yeah.
Like, this was the whole thing for you for, like, a bit.
Yeah.
The Keeper and, like, Richard and Kahlan possibly dying, that's all whatever. But, like, Gretch. Gretch was his little baby Gretch, and he followed him, and he was loyal as fuck all the way through, and he did not deserve what he got. So when they finally sit up, after they have their beautiful little hugs and rolls around, Gretch strokes Richard's face with his claw, and Richard's like, no more beard, man! And Gretch is not happy about it. You look funny. Don't like it, don't want it.
Yeah, I like you looking a little more gruff, bud.
It's funny because Richard's just like, you'll get used to it. As if, I don't know. I don't personally think that our dog or our cat really give a shit about my facial hair. Now, Gratch is, I don't want to say that our pets aren't intelligent, but he seems
above,
of higher intelligence, right? So maybe he does. Maybe it's just Richard looks weird. That's not the way I left you.
Yeah, you don't look like my person right now.
Right.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I thought that was funny. He's like, what'd you do with the face?
Not a fan.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Richard tells Gratch, hey, dude, I'm a wizard. I'm going to prove it. I'll light this fire. And then he can't. And Gratch thinks it's hilarious.
I was convinced that it was going to work. I don't know why I didn't remember this from the first read-through. Because I was like, oh, yeah, now he can control it. Oh, he's gotten to level 10 and he can just summon whatever he wants. No, still doesn't work like that.
Well, you get a little misled because he's in the third, plane or whatever, and he makes the hair grow and he makes the hair disappear. So it gives the appearance that he has some more control over it, but he doesn't.
Right. I think it's probably just some power from that place between worlds that he could tap into because he is who he is. But yeah, I was like, oh shit, yeah, it doesn't work. And then Gratch just fucking laughs at him.
That's why Kahlan came back in such a lather, though. He got, extra powers while he was there.
There's something pleasurable about the pleasure.
Well, we already know that, you can send magic through people while you're doing them, because the sisters were doing that all the time, too.
Holy shit. Yeah, no wonder she was not frothing. What is it, lathered?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense now. Go Richard.
Yeah. Okay. So apparently he and Dennis spoke a little bit more in that world too than we saw because he remembers her telling him that the choices he made allowed what happened to happen, but it wasn't all him. That wasn't all your gift. You aren't that fucking special, bud.
She literally told him, hey, don't get cocky.
Yeah, you put the pieces into place, but somebody else was definitely helping you knock them down.
I like that analogy.
He knows he has a lot more to learn, but he knows he's the true seeker. The sword was made for him. So, he has that knowledge. Even if I can't use the magic all the way I want to right now, I'm the dude.
Well, yeah, he can lean fully into, I am the hero. It is up to me. Before, he was like, no, this ain't me. In the first book, I don't deserve the sword. I don't know that the sword is supposed to be mine. And in the second one now, it's like, well, do I have the gift? Do I not? Okay. And then at the end of the book, he's accepting that he is a wizard. Yeah. And it's a really cool thing. But he accepts that he is who he is. It is supposed to be him.
Yeah.
And now he can lean fully into being the hero. No, it is supposed to be me. This all falls on my shoulders. I'm the guy. So let's go.
My instincts are right. Fuck all of your ideas.
Right. Right.
Richard went and got Gratch a leg of mutton out of the kitchen. They sit together and eat for a little bit. And Richard takes out some of Kahlan's hair. And he's like, dude, I told her all about you. She's going to love you like I do. And you're going to be able to be with us whenever, as long as you want to be. Which I loved. I was maybe still tearing a little bit at this point. And he gave him Scarlet's tooth. He puts the hair on the necklace with Scarlet's tooth and he hangs it around Gratch's neck. And it's just, I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, well, we know he can't use it because that was good for one.
Yeah.
He got one. But yeah, he gives it to his buddy. I mean, talk about bringing home a dog to surprise somebody with.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Hey, Kahlan, by the way, I have a pet now. And he's not furry all over. I mean, he is hairy.
Yeah.
But, he's not necessarily cute. But he can do tricks.
Yeah.
And he can hunt, so he's staying.
Speaking about Scarlet's tooth, I definitely would have tried to get at least one more tooth out of her before I left.
Yeah, hey, so we may never see each other again. Why don't you, give me just one more of those for the road, huh?
Maybe I'll call you for a booty call sometime,
Yeah.
Whatever.
And, seriously, though, when Gregory loses those baby teeth.
Oh, for real.
Send them my way.
For real. Or I'd be like, I won't take one now, but I'm going to come see you, and you better have a bag of fucking teeth for me, okay?
Gosh, how much do you think the Tooth Fairy gives for a dragon tooth?
Jeez.
All the money? Just
no,
here.
She probably doesn't come anywhere near there.
Also, yes.
So, Richard tells Gratch that he's going to go see Kahlan now, and is like, you want to come with me? Gratch is all about it. The city is full of Imperial Order troops, and he could see it from where he is at the Confessor's Palace. They're all over, milling around down there. And Richard finally realizes that he should probably leave before the murder investigation starts.
Oh, you mean because all of these Imperial Order troops are literally surrounding the massive crime scene that he just left.
Yeah. Yeah, because that.
Might be a problem.
And he killed, the people in power that were, like, kind of commanding these people, I'm thinking. So, like, problem. It's a problem. And also, I feel like you're putting Sanderholt at, like, massive risk with your bloody ass tromping back to her kitchen 2 or 3 times to have dinner, where a lot of people are witnessing this bullshit,
right.
and they're going to be able to be like, she was with the killer.
Come on, man. Haven't you ever watched CSI?
That lady
Can't do that.
has already been through enough. She had her fingernails torn off. We need to leave Mistress Sanderholt alone.
Leave her be. Let her bake and make food.
And make soup. I would like some soup.
Some bomb-ass spice soup. You know, we got to do that again. We made it in the heat of summer, and now I'm like, you know what would taste really good? Especially because I am just like a little bit stuffed up. Some spice soup.
Yeah.
We got to do that.
Some good shit.
That's going on the list for this week, for sure. Well, guys, I am happy to say that we have arrived. We made it.
Woo!
We did it. We finished Stone of Tears.
Yes, we made it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to the cheers.
You know what? 2 cheers.
You know what? Maybe that's why I cried so much. Because it was called the Stone of Tears.
Oh, well, yeah, perfect sense. Yep. That tracks.
So, our next episode is going to be our wrap-up episode. We're going to have the epilogue in there. It's going to be a great time. If you guys have any thoughts about this episode or suggestions for future episodes, we would love to hear them. You can get a hold of us at podcastatt@gmail.com, on Facebook and Instagram at podcastatt, on Twitter at podcast_ATT, and on our Patreon at patreon.com/podcastatt. You can also get a hold of us at our phone number at 616-259-0025.
Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you real soon.
Hmm?